Okay, let's talk about something you hear all the time, America and the USA. We tend to use them like they're the same thing, right? But are they? We're going to spend the next few minutes diving into this, and trust me, it's a geographical mix-up that trips up a lot of people.
So let's be real for a second. Have you ever said America when you meant the USA or the other way around? Come on, you can admit it. It's super common. But don't worry, by the end of this, we're going to get this whole thing cleared up for good.
All right, to really nail down the difference, we need to zoom out, way out. We're talking about the big, beautiful map of the world. It really all comes down to some simple geography. Our world has seven, count 'em, seven huge land masses. We call them continents. And, you guessed it, two of them are the source of all this confusion.
Right, so you've got Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia, Antarctica. You know the drill. But for what we're talking about today, we only need to focus on two, North America and South America. These are the key players.
Okay, so let's zoom in on North and South America. This is exactly where things start to get a little fuzzy for most people. So let's just jump right in and clear it up. So a lot of people look at this whole area and think, okay, that's America. You know, both continents, North and South, all one big thing called the USA. And honestly, it's an easy mistake to fall into. But nope, let's just put a big X on that idea right now. That is absolutely not the case. This whole landmass is not the USA. And the key thing to remember here is the difference between geography, like a continent, and politics, a country. Let's break it down real quick. North America isn't just one big country. It's actually home to 23 different separate countries. And then you look at South America, that's another 14 countries down there. When we talk about them together, we call them the Americas. Notice that S at the end, plural. Okay, so if the Americas are made up of all those countries, then where in the world is the USA? Let's find it. All right, remember that number we just talked about? 23. There are 23 countries in North America, and that number is the whole key to this puzzle. And there it is, see? The USA, the United States of America, is just one of those 23 countries. Yeah, it's a big one, no doubt about it, but it's still just one piece of the much larger continent of North America. Okay, so we've found it on the map. Now let's zoom in a little closer. What exactly is the United States of America? What makes it a single country? Well, the name itself kind of gives it away, right? The United States of America. It's one country, a republic that's made up of 50 different states, all, well, united under one government. And since it's one unified country, it has one central government. The capital, the political hub of the entire USA, is Washington, D.C. This is such a great way to think about it. When you hear about the president, say Joe Biden, he's the president of this country, the USA. He isn't the president of all of North and South America. His job is to lead those 50 United States, and that's it. And, of course, it's cities, right? New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, Miami. These are all huge, famous cities inside this one country, the USA. Here's a cool little piece of trivia for you. The country didn't always look like this. Take Alaska, for instance. It's kind of easy to forget, but before 1867, Alaska was actually part of Russia. The U.S. bought it for $7.2 million, and today, it's the biggest state in the country. Now that's what I call a good deal. All right, let's wrap this up and put it all together. We've gone over the geography and the politics, so now let's make the difference super, super clear. This really lays it all out perfectly. Look, on one side you've got the Americas. That's geography. It's two whole continents with a total of 37 different countries, each with its own government. Then on the other side you've got the USA. That's politics. It's just one of those countries with one federal government. It really just boils down to that, continents versus a country. So what's the big takeaway here? It's this. The next time you hear someone say America, pause for a second and think, are they talking about one single country? Or are they talking about two massive continents packed with dozens of unique cultures and nations? Because now you know the real difference. Thanks for tuning in.